we do have 11-6 Kansas City Chiefs versus the 13-4 Baltimore Ravens. Last time these teams, I do have to go back and say this is the first time that this game is going to be played away from Arrowhead since 2018 or 2017, the AFC Championship game. Now, when it comes to stats, you'll be surprised how these two teams match up. Overall defense, Baltimore's 9th, Kansas City's 3rd. As far as pass defense, Kansas City is 6th, Kansas City's 4th, Baltimore is 6th. Points overall, as points allowed, Baltimore is dead. Like Baltimore's first in the league. They have the number 1 defense when it comes to allowing points. They're dead last in allowing points. Kansas City's actually right behind them. They're second to last in allowing points. Kansas City 6th in pass yards. Baltimore's 1st overall in turnovers. As far as sacks allowed, Kansas City is second to last. Now, when it comes to getting sacks, Baltimore's 1st. Kansas City's right behind them in 2nd. But when it comes to red zone defense, Baltimore has the 2nd best overall red zone defense. The last time these two teams matched up, we saw offensive slugfest. Baltimore ultimately edged it out 36-35. Lamar got off to a rocky start in that game. He threw 2 picks in the first quarter, but he ended up with 3 overall. But these are two separate teams from the last time these two teams played. The Chiefs offense may not be what it was, but their defense a whole lot better. Baltimore's defense is, it's always Baltimore's defense, but this is a much more talented I think this is the best Baltimore offense we've seen since Lamar Jackson has got there.
Definitely.
So, Derrick, I know you've probably been waiting to talk about this game. I'm gonna let you take off on this one first.
I'm looking forward for sure. And after you gave that rundown, I'm really looking forward to it because it sounds like you say, it's gonna be a defensive slugfest, and it's gonna be whoever get that offensive spark is gonna make edge it out. So yeah, I'm hoping Lamar get it done because that's what I'm rooting for. Can't root for the faded ass Kansas City and they bandwagon ass fans. So can't do that. And I want to see Lamar get it done. And I think this is yours. So I definitely see him being able to be the X factor in the game that really pull it off because although, like you say, Kansas City defense is legit, I don't think they've had to deal with a Lamar type of threat, just yet. And I'm just saying, them not being able to stop them. They might minimize it a little bit, but they're not being able to stop them. And like I said, it's going to be that one spark, that one extra touchdown to edge the situation out. So I think the Ravens definitely going to pull it off. And I'm looking forward to seeing these cats battle it out for sure.
Ron, going to take off, bro.
I think it's going to come down to what offense makes a mistake. I don't think it's going to be – I ain't going to say it's going to be like a 13-10 kind of game, but, it might be who gets to like 20. For real. I think it might be like turnover on downs or a fucked up call or somebody throw a pick late or a fumble. But I think that's how the game is going to go down. I think both defenses are going to do a good job. And then on the flip side of that, Baltimore might just come out there and steamroll these niggas. It's set up to look like that. It really is. Like they go out to Baltimore. They go out to Baltimore and just get spanked.
Yeah.
But if they do win, it's gonna be because the defense is keeping Lamar off the field, and they are finding ways to keep getting the first downs on third down, staying ahead of the chain. Because not yesterday, but the last game, I think it was only 2 offensive penalties called on the offensive line. That's pretty fucking good. Yeah. For the whole game, that's pretty good. So
especially after not playing for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Kansas City.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Baltimore.
Talking about Kansas City, but Kansas City played their best game of the season last game. That was their best game.
I would agree. So when it comes down to this game, I got a couple key. It's going to come down to a couple key matchups. For me, I want to see how I want to see Roquan Smith and Isaiah Pacheco. That's one key matchup. The biggest one for me personally, is Kyle Hamilton against Travis Kelce, because Kyle Hamilton can play linebacker and safety, and we both know how much of a finesse runner and how much of a finesse runner and a pass catcher that Travis Kelce is. So they gonna put a motherfucker on him that's big enough to handle him, big enough to bring him down, and fast enough to keep up with him. Kyle Hamilton can do that. Also, I think this is gonna come down to Kansas City is the best pass blocking team. I think they're second to last in sacks allowed. Baltimore is first in sacks. There's no better team in the league in getting to the quarterback. So that's going to be key for them. They got to get to Patrick Mahomes. They have to. That's the only way they're going to win this game. They got to get to him. They have to force him to make throws, and they got to hit these wide receivers. Let them know we're going to be in your fucking face all night. All fucking night. Tyreek ain't here to bail you out in these situations. So let's get that out your fucking head. Also, I want to see how we all know Kansas City does have a great pass defense, but we all know, what does Baltimore do well? They run the ball well. Kansas City's rush defense, middle of the pack, and they have multiple weapons they can throw at you out the backfield. Go ahead, Ron.
I don't mean to cut you off, but Buffalo was fucking them up running the ball.
Yeah, yes, that's I was gonna get to that.
They had 100 yards like in the first half.
Yeah. And it's like they signed Dalvin Cook a couple weeks ago. We saw how he looked when he was able to flash here and there. They got Justice Hill, that number 43, the big motherfucker coming out the backfield.
Oklahoma State. Okay, all right.
And then what's the other guy's name? I can't think of his name. This is gonna piss me off because
Edwards.
Gus Edwards. They got him coming out the backfield. And then if you can stop the run game, you still got to worry about Andrews. You got to worry about Likely, because he's really come on these last 5 weeks of the season. And let's not forget, OBJ is still there. And whether
that nigga caught one pass.
He can still
got
flash
last
though.
week, but
I'm just saying he can still flash though. So this is a complete different. So it's like pick your poison with this team. I don't think it's gonna be like the last time we saw these two teams play. I think we're gonna see a defensive battle. I think it's gonna be more of the lines of I want to say 19-16, 16-20, something like that. We may not see a touchdown to the second half.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at. I mean, both of these teams are very well coached and they play well defensively. So I think Baltimore is gonna get it done. I think the biggest element that's gonna help them is the fact that they're at home. But I think that ultimately them having the defense and them being able to run the ball as well as they can, especially being at home, I think that's the recipe for victory for them.
And it's tricky. But hold on, not to cut you off there.
No, you good, bro.
But they can't run a zone. They gotta play man, because if you run that fucking zone, Lamar's gonna run.
Yeah, he's gonna take off.
So it's like, damn, they gotta play great man coverage the whole game. They gotta hit the right gap. I mean, but you see teams do it. Teams have gotten a lot better at containing Lamar. But then again, Lamar ain't really ran a whole lot this year.
And that's it. Go ahead.
Only had 400 some yards rushing on the season. I was like,
no,
damn.
he had. I think he has 800. I want to say 800 some rushing yards.
Oh, 800. Okay.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I don't know if anybody else has paid attention to it, but Lamar has really matured as a passer this season. Right in front of our eyes. He's not relying solely on his legs anymore, and it seemed like he really doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
He's when it comes to those passing situations, he's reading. He's not he's no longer a run read quarterback. Well, he ain't open. Fuck it, I'm gonna take off and run. He's being patient. He's waiting until something opens. He made a couple throws in this last game that was like, okay, that's championship caliber right there.
Yeah, he's throwing motherfuckers open.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a game.
Manipulate the defense with his movement, with his eyes, and all that type of shit with his throwing. So yeah.
This could also be a game where we see Lamar run for 200 yards, because I don't think the passing game is gonna be there for them. I don't.
Yeah, like you said, they run defense middle of the pack, and it's their passing defense where they real strong.
Yeah.
And Lamar don't necessarily have to rely on just being, a passing threat. So I think them being so, stout in the past might ultimately, be the thing that be the default, you know what I'm saying, or be the thing that be their fault. Because, like I said, Lamar is gonna be the X factor, and he's gonna be the reason that they offense ultimately edges out that good Kansas City defense for sure.
Right.
I think I don't know. It might be. You think they get 300 yards rushing?
I don't know about that many. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know about that much, but
I can see about two. I can see
I
about
mean,
two.
well, if it's some long 75-yard spectacular Lamar Jackson runs involved in this, then yeah, it's definitely possible. But if they in the range of like 200, 250 or something like that,
That winning.
they win it, and they didn't drug that motherfucking clock out real good and real nice and good. You know what I'm saying? Got their ass up out there and went on to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
if they get 300, yeah, that's a blowout.
And like I said before, I've had to say it numerous times. I am not a Baltimore fan. Okay, I fuck with Lamar. I'm rooting. Hell, I'm rooting for the Chiefs in this game because I fucking hate as a Steelers fan. I cannot root for. I cannot root for Baltimore. I can't. I'm happy they got a black quarterback. I fuck with Lamar. Wish it was on a different team. Lamar, if he wins, if you do win, congratulations. But for it's always fuck Baltimore. It's always fuck Baltimore. Okay. I'm throwing that out there. I'm not. I just want to make that fucking clear before anybody. So
I don't
you
want the Chiefs to
bandwagon, you
win.
team happy, you team hopping. I'm not team hopping. I can never like these motherfuckers. Fuck them.
I feel say I don't want the Chiefs to win because I don't want to hear them motherfuckers out here popping firecrackers and no stupid ass shit celebrating. I'm like, oh my god, y'all exposing your clown ass bandwagon dick riding ass. It's like
now I'm gonna go on record and say this. I would prefer if neither one of these fucking teams was playing simply because, okay, if Kansas City does win, I'm so tired of this. As much as I like Kansas City, I'm so tired of this Taylor Swift shit. I'm tired. I'm tired.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
It was cute the first like 3-4 weeks of the season, but it's like, bro, this bitch don't play football.
It was like, whoa. It was like that first game, like, oh shit, Taylor Swift is there. But that third game, like, all right, bro, okay. He's popping her. We get it.
We get it.
Well, once I heard